How do you explain a really big, complicated financial idea to a kid? Well, it turns out that maybe the best way is with a simple bedtime story. Today, we're going to dive into a story that does exactly that, and it unpacks a concept that honestly affects every single one of us. So let's set the scene. You've got a mother, Janaki, and she's reading a bedtime story to her daughter, Tara. Now, the book is called Nizam's Third Crown, but the real lesson here has nothing to do with kings or crowns. It's about managing some of the biggest risks in our own lives. And as Janaki starts reading, we get pulled into this amazing story within the story. It's all about a man who's about to take the single biggest financial gamble of his entire life. Let's meet our hero, Kabira. He is an incredible goldsmith, a true artist with his craft. But, despite all that talent, work has dried up, and his life savings have dwindled down to just 200 gold coins. He's in a really tough spot. But then, just when things look bleak, this scroll arrives. It's a chance of a lifetime. The Nizam, the ruler of Hyderabad, is holding a competition for a brand new crown, and the winner gets it all. Land, money, royal favor, this is it. This is Kabira's big shot. So Kabira makes a huge decision. He's going all in. He's going to spend every last one of his 200 gold coins, his entire life savings, on the most incredible gems and gold he can find. He's betting everything that his skill is enough to win. I mean, he's a brilliant artist. He's got the materials. What could possibly go wrong? Well, the second he announces his plan, his best friend Vishnu just looks horrified, like he's just seen a ghost. And here's the problem. It's the journey. To get the finished crown to the Nizam, Kabira has to pass through the Maduwan forest. And that forest is the hunting ground of Daku Mansingh, a bandit who's famous for robbing every single traveler who comes through. So let's be really clear about the stakes here. If Kabira gets robbed, it's not just the crown he loses. He loses his entire investment, his life savings. He loses absolutely everything. The risk isn't just big, it's catastrophic. Okay, so facing total disaster, Kabira and Vishnu go looking for help. And their search leads them to someone who offers a really clever financial deal that might just save the day. They go to see a woman named Deviji. She's basically the godmother of the whole village. She's smart, she's wealthy, and she's the one person everyone goes to when they have a problem they just can't solve. Kabira explains his whole situation, and after listening, Deviji says something that just sounds impossible. She looks at him and says, "Well, I can take that risk on your behalf." Wait, what? How can you just take someone else's risk? So Deviji lays out a plan. See, Kabira is facing this huge but uncertain risk, the chance of losing all 200 gold coins. Deviji's offer is to take that giant, scary risk completely off his shoulders. But of course, it'll cost him a small, certain payment. So here's how the deal works, and it's brilliant. First, Kabira gives Deviji 20 gold coins right now. That part's guaranteed. In return, if the worst happens, if Daku Mansingh robs him, Deviji will pay him the full 200 gold coins back, so he isn't ruined. But if Kabira makes it through safely, well, Deviji just keeps the 20 gold coins. It's a simple trade, a small, definite cost to avoid a massive potential disaster. So yeah, that's the price, 20 gold coins. That's the cost of handing his worry over to someone else. What he's really buying here isn't just a financial safety net, he's buying peace of mind. And right here, this is the moment in the bedtime story where Janaki stops reading. Her daughter, Tara, is totally captivated, and she asks if this whole insure thing is actually real. And this is where it all clicks and connects to our world. And Janaki explains that yes, it's absolutely real. It's called insurance. And this story just explained it perfectly, didn't it? It's a deal where you pay a small, definite amount of money to protect yourself from a huge but uncertain loss. So let's map this out. In the story, Kabira, well, that's you. That's us. We're the insured. Deviji, the wise problem solver, she's the insurer or the insurance company. That fee of 20 gold coins, that's what we call a premium. The crown, the valuable thing Kabira was trying to protect, is our asset, like our car or our house. The bandit, Daku Mansingh, he represents the risk, an accident, a sickness, a fire. And that 200 coin payout, that's the coverage that makes you whole again. Okay, so why is this little story such a big deal? Because all of us face risks every single day, and we all have valuable things in our lives that we absolutely cannot afford to lose. I mean, think about your car. You pay that car insurance premium every month for one reason: to protect yourself from the massive, unexpected cost of a car wreck. You are literally paying to transfer that risk, just like Kabira did. Or let's talk about something even more important: your health. We all know how unbelievably expensive getting sick can be. A hospital stay can be financially devastating. Health insurance is the exact same idea. You pay a predictable premium to avoid an unpredictable and potentially bankrupting medical bill. And this same idea applies to pretty much everything important. You have home insurance for floods or fires, life insurance to protect your family, even travel insurance in case something goes wrong on a trip. The list just goes on and on. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? Well, I think it's summed up perfectly by one simple, brilliant question from Tara, right after she finally understands this huge idea. After hearing the whole story, she just looks up at her mom and asks, "Mama, is there insurance for my toys?" And look, while there isn't really insurance for toys, her question is amazing. It shows she gets the core idea. It's about protecting the things you truly value from the risk of losing them. And really, that's the question the story leaves for all of us, isn't it? It's not about toys or crowns. It's about our health, our homes, our ability to provide for our families. It really makes you stop and ask yourself, what are the biggest risks in my life? And what am I doing to protect the things that matter most?